Morning, y'all. I making my way through my mess down here. I'm probably gonna bust my ass, so definitely want to get that on camera if it happens. We're down here, got some plumbing stuff, and not that we're doing any real plumbing, but kind of are. So originally today, we figured that we would be down here working on the driveway, and not that we can do much because we just don't have any way to really push too much. We're still testing stuff, but we assumed that we would be down here working on some stuff, so we went and grabbed what we thought we needed for that. When boom, I look in front of the house this morning, there's our track pads. So I don't know if they delivered them yesterday or delivered them this morning. Sometimes they do deliver stuff early to the house. So hey, I am dying to get that bulldozer back together, so that is what we're working on today. We're gonna...
Come on, man, you fucking storm cloud. You better go around us. That one was tight.
I'm going home today, but it may be wet. I'm going home.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're already wet. I am. I'm not sure it's completely soaked through.
Honestly, I think I can probably... I'm hoping maybe if it starts raining, we can just sit it out for 30 minutes and it goes away.
Yeah. This thing took a hydraulic oil shower and now it's super shiny. Take a shim out?
Yes. Yeah, and don't tighten that back up. We'll lift this, we'll get this blade off.
I'll leave them all like that so that it can't slide off the pin. And we're going to take a shim out of both sides, right?
Yes, sir. One shim out of each side.
You got it.
I got a bucket full of wasps. They keep
making an nest in there.
Making a nest in there. I keep knocking it down.
Whoa! Look at that.
What's that?
All the water pouring out of the bolt hole.
Yeah. It keeps all the water that got. You know, we had this laying down.
Yeah.
And apparently, some of them holes aren't blind.
Yeah.
They go into the, because you remember we'd move it around, you could hear it.
Yep. Watch this.
All the water.
Watch this. That one had a lot of water coming out. This bolt's even lower. Oh, that one.
That one don't go all the way through.
Nope.
All right, let me see if I can get this thing fired up.
Okay, hey, so this side only had one shim altogether. Yep. You still want to pull it out? Right, that way it's easy to remember. We pulled a shim out of each side.
Yeah. move that time. Do not drop this on your toes.
No, sir.
All right, Zach, give that a look-see. Is that something you can work with or no?
I'd say that's...
I think that's good enough.
That's pretty straight.
Yeah.
And we can kind of... Yeah. I'd say we can get that in there enough.
Yeah. I don't really want to take the whole thing back off.
No. And we can go more. This is actually the end of the bolt, and that's where I got this one tightened to, so we can loose this side.
Well, mine's still really loose.
Right.
I mean, we could probably put a pry bar in there in the middle
and gain some.
And get probably another ½ an inch. All right, y'all, it's raining again. So we're gonna sit back and sit this thing out for just a minute, put our tools under cover, and well, we really want to get this thing done. I got work to do. We'll get our stuff picked up, and we'll sit here and chill out for hopefully not long. It doesn't sound good though, I'll tell you that. So. All right, guys, here's our track pads that came in. Match it up to one of the old ones, and it looks like it's the same. Well, we know that one fits. Let's see here. All right. These things look really nice. The question is, do they fit? And I think the answer to that is yes. They look like they fit, they look like they're the right size. I'll get these three on here and bolt them down, and the rain has not stopped, but just like that. It's still raining. It slowed down, and honestly, I don't know why I didn't get my camera out, but we just had 3 deer come right across here. We were just sitting here in our chairs, and they came across, went right around the corner and down. So that was cool, but I didn't videotape it. I don't know. I was too busy taking pictures and sending them to my wife. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna get back to it. I don't know how much we'll get done, but we're moving. So I did mention this in another video, that based on the way that we built this, I think that we're going to pin this. So Zach's actually gonna start working on that right now. We may get shafted here. I mean, this rain, now it's coming down harder, and it looks pretty bad. So let's see what happens. We are soaked beyond belief. So can't really put a camera out here in this, but I got some track pads on. Zach is doing a little deal here where we're gonna bolt this thing down so that pin never moves. It always stays in the same spot. I think that I mean, he's got that about done. We've got to put these plates back on. We got to put the pin back in one of the cylinders, and we got to tighten the tracks, and we got to change the oil in that drive. But I mean, we're going home. Looks like the rain's not going to stop, and honestly, I can't stay here all day in the pouring down rain. Here it comes again, starting up again. So yeah, that's it for this one. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll pick up tomorrow where we left off today. Unfortunately, can't beat the weather. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. what's up, y'all? We're back today. This is day 2 of this video, and what I expected we would have been doing 2 or 3 weeks ago, taking this dozer off the last set of blocks, we're actually doing today. Zach is working on this pin in that he's drilled this top plate. He's drilled and tapped a hole underneath of it where that bushing slides in. And like I explained before, we're just making it so the pin doesn't rotate around. So when we grease it, it's 100% being greased. Now, if something bad happens here and this pin gets locked in there and it's spinning because we're not greasing it correctly or something's wrong, then it's going to shear that bolt off, and we don't want that, because then we got to pull that thing out of there, try to extract it, and fix it. But the only way this thing's going to be properly greased is if that thing stays right there and we grease it. And we're really good about greasing stuff. We actually grease the excavator every day. We use it yesterday, we grease it this morning, go back to work. That is a real pain. It's certainly very time consuming, but you don't want to replace the bushings in these things. You want to keep them nice as long as possible, and it's a huge hassle. So anyway, beyond that, I'm still struggling with putting oil in these upper rollers. I have, I don't know what to do. At this point, I'm forcing oil in them and then trying to see if the level will go down. I did that yesterday, and I'm doing that today. And but I'm going to run in this thing. We got to tighten the blade back up right now. I've got to get it off here, tighten the tracks. We've got one pin to put back in it for the cylinder in the front, and I think that's it. Once that's done, finally we're going to get back and once we get it off here, we also have to change the oil in that drive. So we definitely got to do that. I said we were going to run it for a little while and then recheck and or change that. We are going to change it, and we're going to do that today, because once that's done, we should be able to just go to work. So let's get that started. Our final pin is back in. Everything's bolted down. Zach is putting the final torque sequence on the blade. I am getting ready to start pushing some grease in these adjusters and get this track straightened out. Nice clean bucket so we can see exactly what comes out of this thing, and we're a little scared. All right, guys, here we go. A little frightened of what's coming out of here, but so far it looks pretty good. Yeah, actually so far it looks really good. Yeah, okay. What's really bad is when you're sitting here draining and it stops, that means there's like a tooth wedged in the hole and it's plugging it up, and big hunk of bearing or something like that. But it's definitely,
there's a little bit of crud in there.
It's definitely got some crud in it, which honestly is good, because the reason why we're changing this, because we felt like it was full of shit and we want it to be flushed out. But what we don't want to see is tons of like metal, you know, just shiny, metallic. We know it's going to be in there. It's always in there. But we were afraid, because this stuff was like, I got a video. I'll put the video in here of what came out of this drive so you guys can see. But it was basically a little bit of ugly and nothing else. So it was bad.
Oh, that's not good.
That one had water and no oil.
Water and no oil.
Here's the good news. We didn't see big chunks come out, number one. And number two, the oil's still there. Like, how do you not have oil in a drive? The only way you do that is like, I mean, I'm assuming, is you just don't put any in it, because it obviously didn't leak out. We've been running this thing for a couple, it's been a few months.
Yeah.
It's either been running or sitting.
It's had quite a few miles on it when you've been driving around. We've been pushing trees around. You know,
so the fact that it's there means it's not pouring out somewhere else, which we kind of knew that because we didn't see any puddles anywhere. And I can understand why people don't want to change it, because it's stuff's like $100 a bucket or something like that. So that's not ideal, but
$100 a bucket's better than rebuilding the final drive.
It's better than a couple $1,000 to rebuild the final drive. I promise you that. So it's definitely it's muddy, but I don't see any water in there. And I don't see a ton, like, it's not metallic. So honestly, I really think we dodged a bullet on this deal. It looks clean. It's dirty because the inside of that thing was basically full of mud and water. Yeah. So it's got a little bit of mud and water in it from that. But yeah, it's all good. I feel good about this. All right, stop right there. All right, you got to pull that out and put the plug in.
Yep.
All right, that one drive is serviced. Happy with it. Filled it back up, got the plug going in, and I guess there ain't no more excuses. I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna clean this road up down there a little bit. That's number one priority, and that's what I'm gonna go do right now.
Yeah.
It would roll to a stop, it would stop.
Now it don't stop. Dude.
It's so smooth.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, cool, I'm going to work.
All right.
I've been out here moving stuff around on that road, trying to clean it up a little bit because we got a bunch of mud in there from it raining. Wanted to come back because it seemed to be running a little warmer than it normally did. So I wanted to come back and check the coolant and try to figure that out. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cruise around right here for a second and knock some of this tall stuff down. And then I think I'm going to go out on the driveway and I'm going to start pushing the bank down, scraping away at the bank, and getting that moved over up here at the top. So let's get to that. Alright y'all, here's the other road. Came up here and kind of gave the dozer a little shakedown this morning just to make sure everything was okay. Not much going on. We just basically pushed a lot of this brush and overgrowth, pushed that back, and then I didn't get enough. I need to push more down there, but down there where the water stays, I pushed some stuff down there, but I got to do some more. Got to get some more dirt down there. Honestly, it needs some drainage to take care of this, and it wouldn't be a problem, but I'm not dealing with that. So all right, y'all. Guess what? That's it for today. We seems like we're having a lot of days where we don't get a lot done, but got a little bit done. Just never get done what you think you're going to get done. But as you guys saw, we came down and I worked on the road here a little bit. We're starting to widen this thing out and get that moved around. That was, of course, after we got the dozer running this morning, which you guys saw that. Went out on the other road that is kind of overgrown and kind of a nightmare. Worked over there a little bit because it's holding water real bad. And got some of that done. I'll stop over there on the way out and show you guys kind of what I've done. I'll stop and we'll take a look at it. So it sure was nice getting the dozer running today. Man, let me tell you, ain't nothing better than making those tracks right there. We're probably gonna have to get some lumber maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We got a delivery coming in 2 days. We got to deal with that. You guys will see that when it happens. Other than that, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see what we do. We'll probably come work on the driveway, honestly. I think that's going to be the next project. I just want to start working on the driveway. So we're going to get out of here for the day. Appreciate you guys coming and watching the videos. Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow making plenty of substandard YouTube content for all to see. We're out of here. Y'all have a great night. I know we will.